Hey everyone, today we're going to take out the Marvel Legends retro card back Quicksilver action figure in his green Avengers outfit. As usual, please like, share, comment, subscribe, or even hit that super thanks button. I do appreciate all engagement on my channel. This figure is coming to me on loan from my friend Raymond, so shout out to him. The retro card bag is very eye-catching as usual with the Avengers branding on top. The artwork of Quicksilver over here running into action. The figure is placed on the plastic bubble. He only comes with 2 alternate fists. And what's conspicuously missing is that he doesn't come with those flat running hands. Now let's turn over to the back of the card. We have a smaller version of the artwork, very strong Avengers branding, description of the character, and more product information at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get this one open. And to unbox the figure, I simply slice off the plastic bubble of the retro card back. Quicksilver comes with 2 alternate fists cast in the white plastic. These fists hinge in and out. And in the absence of him having those karate chop running hands, the fists do look better on the figure compared to the default ones in the more relaxed splayed pose. Hasbro has said that they would put easy repaints and recolors onto the retro card back series, but with increased prices, I just really feel like he's a little short on accessories and value. So now onto his sculpt, and apart from the obvious green versus blue outfit, the only newly sculpted part on this figure is his hair. Even the head and expression is exactly the same. We'll zoom into those in a bit. The body sculpt is also exactly the same, but this time, at least the new figure comes with the pins that are not visible, but I think that's only a small advantage. The whites on the previous blue-suited Quicksilver are more pearlescent and shiny in nature, while the whites on this new figure are flat, looking more cartoony or more comic-y. The head sculpt looks exactly the same, however, the subtle difference is it's probably better translated from the mold, so the features like his nose and his jaw and chin appear sharper compared to the previous version. I say that they are the same sculpt because they both have that same smirk on their face with the right eyebrow arch upwards. What's obvious over here is with the modern printing technology, a lot of his features come out more sharper, and there's also a subtle shading on his face. This reminds me of one of those memes, like you're looking at the previous figure in standard definition, and then you get this guy in 4K. The new figure definitely looks more lifelike, but you can't really beat the blue iconic outfit. The hair sculpt now is also a lighter shade of white plastic. They're both sculpted with sharp detail and with also the gray wash to bring out all those textures. But I would say the overall shape of the new one perhaps is slightly better and looks more streamlined and closer to his head. I also do like that he has the more pointy corners at the top of his head on that hairpiece. But what's slightly distracting is those 2 wisps up front. I would have preferred if they were thicker. Instead, now he looks a little bit like Giant Man, but I'll put it down to personal taste. Now having a look at his torso, I think the paint applications of white for the lightning motif is very sharply and cleanly applied. However, because of the nature of the green plastic, the flesh tone paint for his neck differs a little bit from the flesh tone plastic on his head. Likewise, the white paint for his forearms doesn't match the white plastic on his hands perfectly. And you can see that's because it's challenging to apply flesh tone paint and white onto a darker green plastic base. There is also a hit of dark green paint just above his crotch piece, and this one is just to merge into the pants on his outfit. It's decent and clean and also matches the green plastic on his crotch piece. This time Hasbro has also applied white paint to make sure that it goes into his mid-torso ab crunch, so that when you arch him backwards, the lightning motif looks a little stretched, but at least there's some continuity. We see also that same sharp and clean paint applications on the back, maybe less so over here below the hole on the middle of his back, but it looks quite clean leading down to his crotch piece, and also the white paint goes into that hinge. So when he's arched forward, once again also a stretched lightning motif. It looks a little weirder compared to the front, but that's fine because you won't really be looking at his back when you're posing him. Now onto the rest of his body. The rest of it is just bare plastic. Clean separation of the colors, leading from the dark green plastic on his crotch piece to the lighter green on most of his leg, and down to the white plastic of his boots. His outfit is fairly simple, but I think Hasbro has done an okay job in making sure all the paint applications are clean. For articulation, his head is on a ball hinge, so he goes 360, almost no wiggle sideways at all, and of course he looks up very well and all the way down as you'd expect from a hinge. He's got those butterfly joints, so he pulls his arms forward as well as backward pretty far. Swivel hinge at the shoulders that goes all the way around as well as coming out very far. He's got the upper bicep swivel for 360. Double hinged elbows with the pins concealed, not too bad range. Swivel hinge at the wrist for 360 and then also hinging in and out. Mid-torso ab crunch going forward, quite decent, as well as a lot backwards. And we have that waist swivel for 360 spin. Ball joints at the hips that go out just that far, and no problems forward and backward. And now we have that upper thigh swivel for 360 spin as well. Double hinge at the knees with the pins concealed for a very good range. He can kick all the way up. Swivel just above the boot, and that's 360. And also ankle tilt that goes up, down, and pivots outwards as well as inwards. So now let's do some head swaps and hand swaps for the new Quicksilver figure. The new head sculpt really elevates the old figure. Now this would look like the definitive Quicksilver for me. The sharp paint applications really looks the head sculpt lifelike and captures that smirk on his face so much better. Now we have the old head sculpt on the new figure. The skin tone on the head sculpt and the neck is just a slight mismatch. Kind of fudgeable, simply because the skin tone paint on the green plastic already doesn't even match the new flesh tone plastic on the new head. You can pop the running hands from the older figure onto the new one. However, as you can see over here, the pearlescent plastic just doesn't want to match up with the flat white paint on his forearms. And generally, it's very mismatched with the rest of his outfit. I had to dig deep into my collection and I found the Zero action figure does come with those plain flat white plastic hands that could pass off as running hands for Quicksilver. I can't really remember if any other figure comes with these hands, but the ones from Zero are a perfect fit. And any other plain white hands from other action figure packs like the Shield action figures will also have very suitable hands for you to pop onto this Quicksilver figure. For size, he stands at about the same height as the previous version, and that's about 6 3/8 of an inch, and that's just over 16 centimeters. Here he is with some members of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And here he is with a couple of Avengers like Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Widow. Here he is with a bunch of X-Men like Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey. And for comparisons with other lines, here he is with G.I. Joe Classified series. This feels like a fairly low-effort release from Hasbro. Yes, Quicksilver gets new hair sculpt and a nice glow-up with the digital printing for the paint on his face. But he's let down by the conspicuous lack of running hands and gets nothing else besides the alternate fists. Unless you really like the retro packaging or just want the green outfit, this release is quite low on value for your dollar and is an easy pass for me. Please like and share this video, let me know what you think in the comments below, subscribe to my channel, or even hit the super thanks button. Thanks for watching, take care and stay safe.